Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this beautiful Tuesday, August the 29th, 2023. We woke up this morning where I am to some serious news. We want to know where is Joseph Boycott? Where is Joseph Boycott this morning? We know that yesterday he left Liberia, rushed out of Monrovia, and we did not know where he had gone until a few hours later. The Unity Party came up with a release telling us that he was in Ghana for 3 days. He would be in Ghana, meeting with people. Who? Where is Joseph Boycott? Is he on a money mission? Or is this a health scare? We want to know. And I'm waiting for my correspondent to come on. You know, I've been having problems. My correspondent is having problems right now coming on. I don't know why. People trying to sabotage my business in Liberia. But they can try. But the news is out. And we'll question him. We'll question the situation in Liberia. We'll question everything in the Liberian communities everywhere. Let me call my correspondent because I want to make sure that it's not. I know I spoke to him this morning, but yesterday he couldn't come on. People sabotaged him. He had a difficult time coming on yesterday too. So let me see if Mr. Wilker is still having problems this morning getting on. Excuse me, folks. I see my battery is low. Let me reach for my charger. Sam?
I'm coming on.
Well, what taking you so long?
No, the process is reading.
Okay.
I'm coming on. It's reading, yeah.
Bye-bye. Okay, he's coming on. So, as you can see, he says raining in Liberia right now. And wherever we have rain, we have this problem with electricity. But until Mr. Wilker comes on, the electoral campaigning is still going on in Liberia. And we have to constantly impress upon the minds of our people our concerns for their voting process. Why? Because we want to make sure our people are knowledgeable voters. My correspondent is on. Let me bring you on, Mr. Samuel Wilker. What's up, Sam?
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, man. You didn't come on yesterday. What happened?
Man, the network, man, I couldn't control it, man. I mean, I tried all day. There was no way. Although I don't know, I really don't understand because it was shining.
Okay.
The weather was okay, but I don't know what really happened.
So, my man, tell us now. Where's Joseph Boycott?
Waka is in Ghana. He abruptly, cut his campaign activities short and when Ghana there's an
Oh Lord. Yeah, we'll go again with the problem. It's raining in Liberia. Every time we have rain and weather condition, we have this problem. But anyway, Boycott left Liberia, man. They say he's gone for 3 days. And I'm sorry for this hitch-up. But he will soon be back. But this is what we're confronted with. Is Boycott really sick? We know that, according to reports, it was in January this year when Boycott was admitted. Sam, I'm glad you came back. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so we really don't know the detail of his trip, but what we gather is that he will be back by tomorrow or so, okay, over 3 days, and
Are
then
you
he will
sure?
continue his campaign.
Are they sure he gonna be back?
See that?
Are they sure he's gonna be back?
But he'll be back. But whether you want for a consultation or want to go meet some investors or some
But
advice from one or
but
two persons, we don't know yet. But he's
if you
not
go
sick.
if you go, he's not sick.
But from what I saw, the video I saw, and Parker and his son sitting and chatting and discussing politics, he's not sick.
But are you sure that that was a most recent video, or that was video from? It could be any kind of thing. I mean, it
Well,
could
I
be a
don't know, but
video
I
for
mean,
last year or last week or last month that they didn't show. They're showing it now.
it means that we have to investigate.
Well, we'll like it in the 3 days. That the only thing we
Yeah.
can do, because he gone for heart surgery, as some people speculated, he will not be back in 3 days. And secondly, they said UP did not put up the press release on the hours after Boca had left. Is
So
that
maybe
true?
so maybe he needed some attention, some medical attention.
Yeah, but he does. Then this is something we're talking about, that the president is not fit to run. So no matter where, just give it to Jeremiah Kuhn. All people scared of.
That means you are
Okay.
giving Prince Johnson.
Well, if Jeremiah Kuhn go there and let Prince Johnson control him like an
Uh-huh.
idiot, I don't think that will happen.
That's
I
another
don't
thing,
think,
yeah.
I don't think Prince Johnson will control Jeremiah Kuhn. Jeremiah Kuhn, when he become president, he's president. So he can tell Prince Johnson to take a seat in the corner and retire. But I mean, we see. I just worry about this situation with Balkan. Is he really in need of a bypass surgery, and he avoiding it because of this campaign? Because you remember Costa came on January, Balkan was admitted in EWDA hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
For a heart surgery problem. He had a
That was a
stroke.
checkup,
They say he had
routine checkup. They call it.
but they say he had a stroke, a mild stroke. How to put it. Then right after that, Costa came out and said that Boga in America, the doctor advised him that he needed bypass surgery. But he decided not to stay and do it because of the campaigning. So now, here we are. Your heart is nothing to play with. Even if he has a bypass, if he has a pace monitor in his heart, he can only do so much and no more. Because all of that exertion on the body, and you got a pace monitor, you can only do so much and no more. You can't stand all that hectic campaigning, the crowd all over you. You walking, I know the public can handle that kind of thing. Despite the fact that Jeremiah Kuhn and what her name, normally, all of them said they would do it in their counties. They were campaign for him in the counties. He must just concentrate on Maserado. You see how Maserado is hectic. Everywhere the probably go, they yelling, rescue one, and all that kind of noise and yelling, and probably got to walk through the mud water and all that kind of thing.
He was in Buchanan, they feed away. Normally, he was in Basel
You think he can handle it?
for like a day. He was in Basel like for a day and came right back.
All the kind of
And,
thing. All the kind
well,
of thing.
I want to find out something, Ron. Ron,
Uh,
let me ask something. You as a lawyer, in the case of Barker's demise, now we haven't gone to election, and Kuhn takes over as Senate Bill, right?
yeah, he's supposed to. He's supposed to, yes,
Okay,
of the party.
of the party.
He's not president yet.
Mm-hmm.
So Kuhn is a nice in charge. So Kuhn will take over until the party can either decide to have a re-election at some other date for a new primary, or they can't even hold a primary, Sam, because the primary is already held. The two parties selected. So Kuhn will stay there until the next primary, when what is supposed to have the next primary during the next election.
You know what I told him last night?
Mm.
I don't know where he came from. He said, but Kuhn is going as president. Just like that, in my mind. I don't know.
Who said it?
It just came in my mind. I got shut last night.
Why, anything happened to Borka?
I got to pray.
Anything happened to
I got to pray.
Kuhn got to step in his place. God forbid.
Yeah, I'm asking because I got out to pray. I got out to pray last night, and just before praying, that thing just came in my mind. I don't know where it came from.
Well, next month is Borka's 79th birthday. He's 78 years old now.
Mm-hmm.
So next month is 79th birthday. Will he handle it at that time? I mean, on November, his birthday is November. So right after the election, at his birthday, he'll be 79. So will he survive till the election? That's the question we got to ask.
We hope so.
If the only way he will survive if he goes and get that bypass surgery he needs. But he keep prolonging it because of this campaign and try to impress the Liberian people that he needs a bypass surgery. The pacemaker will only last so long and will give up. Your heart is not something you can give say, I'll hold my heart until the campaign over, until after election. Who are you? You can't do that. If you need a bypass surgery, you need it. So he better forget about all this and go take it and let Kuhn run the show until he get better.
But is it confirmed that he needs a surgery?
Whatever Costa to us, we know that he has a pacemaker in his heart. So once you have a pacemaker in your heart, that's an issue right there. You got a heart issue right there. The things that me and you can do, you can't do it with a pacemaker. You got to pace yourself. That's what they call it, a pacemaker. Pace yourself. Do things like that.
Is Costa trusted?
Well, whether you trust it or not, we will see the fact. If the man
because he was seeing Costa that said Kuhn was trading him on past and later came and apologized. Say it was just a political talk.
Well, this is about issues that we know have ramifications right now. We know Borka just came out of EAWA hospital. We know reports he had a mild stroke. We know Borka, even PYJ been talking that Borka got pacemaker in his heart. So we know Borka got a heart issue. When you got a pacemaker, you're close to having a heart surgery. The next step is a heart surgery. And if Borka needs a heart surgery, that pacemaker will just keep him going for so long, and you got to do the surgery. So whether they can do a heart surgery in 3 days, and he will come back and be fit enough to get on the camping trail, we got to see that for a 78 years old man. That's not a 50-year-old man or a 40-year-old man. That's a 78-year-old man. His strength has already deteriorated. He's being held up by God's one finger. And if that finger slip, he gone. He gone. So he just there being held by this one finger. God just watching him, to see he will hold on. He just slipping off that one finger. He had the tip of the finger now, his butt is right here. He can slip off that finger anytime. And God just watching. He says, let's see how long that puppy won't hold on. He need heart surgery. Let's see you go get a heart surgery. So I mean, it's just a bad time for Joe Borka. This is not if the election were in like December or something, he could go get a heart surgery, have 1 or 2 months to recuperate a bit and go slow in the Masurado County. You know, it's still difficult, man. When you got heart problem, it's hard, Sam. It's
Yeah, but
hard.
now we know his problem, but I mean, the Labrador people want change.
But even you get a job, how do you change things? Your heart is bad. You can't do so. You can only do so much. You know, you get tired. Even to write, you may just write one letter, then you get tired for the rest of the day. You someday you not even want to get out. You just want to stay in. It would just be like having and George we are all over again. Living
You
at
know
the
what I'm saying, the Labrador people want change. Braga is dying bad. What they want is to get we are out. So Ikun becomes president also tomorrow. They will hear nothing, but the only thing they want is we must get out. That's what the Labrador people want.
but what is
That's
something
what they are
happening?
saying now.
So what is happening to Boca before election? They will not vote for Kuhn.
They were for Kun. I was saying they want a change. They were for
Okay,
him.
so it doesn't matter whether Boca live or die then. If people are going to just vote for Unity Party for change,
Very good.
then it shouldn't be an issue whether Boca dies or not. We'll still vote for Unity Party.
Mm-hmm. That's
Okay?
what they're saying. Even last night, I mean yesterday night, we are when Cape Money boo him again. The second time in the Western region.
We are suffering.
Yeah. Expected that King George be a mountain area, the company site. Where they boo him.
What's the issue with that BA mountain site?
And you got no police in Monrovia. You got the police assigned there.
All the
They get
police
some,
on BA mountain.
I don't know, to protect the company. You got no police in Monrovia active, then you take police from Monrovia and send them to be a man to man the company site. Even a sweeper is a Turkish, it's a Turkish company. They're from Turkey. The guy who got a light in our tunnel is a Turkish. So most times they keep on will go against that, they will revolt. So government decided to send police there. And police is manning the facility. So last night he went there. I mean, yesterday night he went up to boo him. They boo him, Bommy. They boo him, keep my. They are saying, oh, they boo Setuma, but he took us Setuma. He decided to push Setuma. So they had to, if they boo Setuma, they boo you.
We'll see it. And he
Yeah,
got to
let's
go
see
to.
what happened.
And
Let's see what happened to Babolo.
Yeah, and he got to go to other counties. So
Yeah.
I mean, let's see if people ready.
But he was in Buchanan. He was in Buchanan a few days ago. If you saw the video, Buchanan was so empty. They welcoming a ceremony was so poor in Buchanan. So let's see what happened. The couple of days.
But if this is going to start booing, then it got to be consistent. They got to go all over the country. Everywhere you go, they got to boo him. So then the world will know that this guy is no good.
He's no more.
But that people got to make up their minds.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to vote for UP, you're going to vote for UP because you're voting for UP, not because of Joseph Boca so much. Because you know now, Joseph Boca is not a viable option. His health is at risk.
Mm-hmm.
So if we want change, let's vote for change. Don't vote for individuals.
Right.
Vote for the party you think will give you the change you need. You see? And we got three different options. We got Gongolo, we got Cummings, and who else anything we can trust. Mm-hmm. So we got only Gongolo, two options, Gongolo and Cummings, beside Boca. So if Boca will not be president, who will be president? So we got three people there to look at. Okay? I don't think they're much different from each other. Well, Gongolo got a good record. Cummings is connected with Ellen. We don't know how deep he is.
Mhm.
And where will Wukong be? Will he be with Ellen too, or he want to invite Ellen to? You see that about we don't know where you guys stand, and when you don't know where you guys stand,
And Ellen is very deep into Liberian politics. Very deep.
who?
Ellen, she's very deep into Liberian politics.
That's why I said she added to the confusion of the Liberian people. She added to the confusion by interjecting herself. You know, we're right back to where we were doing at the end of her election. Liberian people confused. The man was depending on Joe Barker. Apparently, he may be unreliable because of health issues. So if he's unreliable, then we're right back where we were. We got three people that the Liberian people can't decide who to trust. We have Ella Cummings, we have Gongolo, Tiawan Gongolo, and we have Jeremiah Kum. So Liberian people got to be mature and make up our minds.
Mm-hmm.
Do we really want change, or do we really want to follow just one man? Because we got to take the change wherever it is. If we want change, we can't throw the chips up and start debating which chip we want. No. We got to just close our eyes and choose one leader.
That's it.
Yeah, because you can't. You see how God works? Everybody running behind Boca now. Now Boca is an uncertain chip because he's sick. And I prefer that old man to go take care of his health than to talk about running for stand-up bearer and dying. Because that's what will happen. If you don't take care of your heart, you will die. And the same thing you were afraid of, you will not be it. You're afraid of not having the opportunity to run for the presidency and be president. The same thing you're afraid of, it will happen if you don't get a bypass surgery if you need it. You know? So the Liberian people, we're back to just where we were again, man. We're confused.
Maybe he want to die as president.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter what he wants. It's what get his body, sustain his will. Your will and your body are two different things. You see? But that's not our issue. The Liberian people, if we want change, we should be thinking about who we want this change with. We can't depend on one man. God just telling us time and time again, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. We got to be mature people. Decide what we want. Do we want change, or do we want change under a certain individual? Those are the questions we have to face. Because if we want change, it wouldn't matter to us who are the three candidates, the three top candidates win. We got choices within the three, and when we will not neglect our duties to select a candidate from among those three. If we really want change. Because any change among those three people better than George Weah. We choose Gongolo, we choose Comeo, we choose Bokao, all of them better than George Weah.
Yes.
So what's the issue? What is the issue? All the men are highly educated. All three of them highly educated. All three of them serving government or have the intelligence to serve in government, to make decisions, to lead the country. They can lead the country. And their leadership, we hope, will be better than George Weah. because their acumen, their mental acumen is far above George Weah. And we hope that these people can make decisions and don't have to be babbling and looking for people to guide them and direct them. Under certain conditions, they can make decisions that will be sound, good, and in the best interest of our country. That's why you elect leaders, Sam. You don't elect leaders because they can play football or they got good ties when you see them running up and down the field, or they can dribble good. No, that's not why you elect leaders. You elect leaders because in times of trouble, you want the leaders to be sound thinking enough to make sound decisions by themselves. But they are guided by the law. Even though they can do things by themselves, our law says you can't do that. You must consult other people. You must make it in consultation with other people. And you got to be disciplined enough to know that you alone can make decisions for our country. Look at our history. Everybody who try to make decisions for themselves for Liberia have failed. Even the great Talbot. You fail. Because when you're dealing with people's lives and you're dealing with security of our nation, you cannot do it alone. You cannot make certain decisions alone. You want to be guided. Whether you can make it alone or not, whether you think you are right or not, you want to be guided by other voices, other ideas, other input into making the right decision. So when you make the decision, you can say, yes, I feel good that I made this decision. I had this group help me. I had the legislature. I had the other group. People gave me good advice, and I made it. The ultimate decision is always with the leader. But when the leader got good and constructive advice and is knowledgeable, he can make an informed decision. That's what they call an informed decision. That means you got all the information you need to guide you effectively in making your decision. So when you make a decision, you have no regrets, no rebuts. Your decision is made. You can sit down and say, well, let's see where it will lead. But when you don't know what to do, when the people around you are all confused, then you add to the confusion of the masses of the people that we don't know who to elect, we don't know who to vote. It becomes an issue for us, Sam. It's an issue for us. So it just goes to demonstrate that our country is with our leaders. Because there should be people there to guide us, Sam. Even if they're not running for positions, they should be powerful enough in our society that people will listen to them too. Not everybody who won't be president is the leader of the country. Sometimes people can be president, will vote for them because they got good leadership skills in doing things. But when it comes to making decisions and being guided by voices in our nation, we used to listen to the pastors. We listen to the bishops. Those are the people we used to listen to make sound decisions for our societal blessings and life. But now we lost those people. And that's why our country even more confused. You remember at one time we had Mother Duque. Way back we had Mother Blanche.
Mhm.
Then came Mother Duque. Then came Mother this. Then came Pastor Reed. We had anointed people that weren't scared of the president, that would talk to the country. They didn't got to damn the president. They said, Mr. President, you don't do that. We see bloodshed. They didn't care about the president. They spoke to the people. They were leaders of the people. When Toba wanted to pass the gambling law, the pastors didn't come and beg him. They came out and said, you can't do it. You will not do it. And that was the gambling law never passed in Liberia because we had leaders who are not only political leaders. We had leaders who are religious leaders who spoke out and were not afraid of the president or anybody in the country. They spoke out. And we listened to them. We listened to them to the extent that we rejected the president. That was Toba died. Steve Toba. Because he had promised the mob and people that he was going to give them voting in Liberia. And his brother Willie had to agree with it. They were going to pass that law, but the church said no. All the religious leaders in our country said no. That law will not pass. It's not a right law for the country. And everybody in our country kicked against it. It was not coming from the government. It was coming from our religious leaders. Our religious leader laid out the point to the Liberian people that passing a gambling law was not in our people's best interest. It was harmful to our society and against the will of God. And the Liberian people kicked against it. So we had leaders, not only in politics, but to guide our society, to guide our minds, to guide our spirits. We are leaders. We don't have the people no more, Sam. Not everybody want money from the president. Everybody doing the president favor because they want favors too. Where do we stand in all of this? Where do we stand, Sam?
Got to make a decision.
Huh?
You got to make a decision and to get we are off our back. That's the only thing.
Yeah, but what I'm
When that is
saying,
done,
we got three leaders. We cannot put
yeah, we agree.
we cannot put all our eggs in one basket.
No.
Liberian people got to decide. Even if something happened to Cummings, we still got Gongolo and Boka. If something happened to Gongolo, we still got Cummings and Boka. So if something happened to Boka, we still got Cummings and Gongolo. We may not vote, all of us vote for the three of them. No, we may not even vote for two of them. But if the position comes where we cannot vote for the leader we want, we got three leaders that we have. We must choose between those three leaders who will replace Joseph Boka. Because if Joseph Boka had won, who was going to replace him? Yeah?
The Baga he have won. Then Akun is next to him.
Yeah, so that's the same situation as him being president now. You know? Jeremiah Kuhn is there. Would we consider him a viable leader for our country? That's the question Liberian people got to prove when they go to the ballot box. That the only place we can show our concurrence or dissent at the ballot box. So if we agree with something, we elect the person. If we don't, we ain't gonna vote for you.
Mm-hmm.
So Liberian people gotta go out there and demonstrate that we are true men and women, and above all, patriots. This thing I've been talking over and over. We gotta show that we love our country, man. We gotta show that we stand for our country under any conditions. And above all, we gotta show that we die for our country. Because we're not die for our country, we are not men and women deserving of Liberia. We don't deserve that nation. Other people should come and take it. If we cannot sacrifice for Liberia's survival, we're not ready. We're not ready. So these are the issues we're facing. We're facing our own issues of trust, of truth. This is every Liberian's issue. And by our actions, by our behaviors, by our desire for change in showing it, we demonstrate a manifestation of our feelings. Because we can't show our feelings how we feel, ain't no use of us even having feelings. Because we got deep, deep feelings about Liberia and the need for change, we got to manifest it. We got to show it. How do we show it? In the things we do, in the things we see, in the movement we perpetrate. But if we just have feelings, deep, deep feelings for Liberia and don't demonstrate it, it doesn't matter to the world. It doesn't matter. So, Sam, that's where we stand. Everybody got feelings. Even dogs got feelings. Okay? But we got the opportunity to exemplify or manifest or show our feelings to the world by our actions and our thoughts and our deeds. But if we don't like something and we got opportunities and we neglect all the opportunities to follow one man, and the man is not a viable leader right now, then all of us fail. So if people just waiting for Boca to get better before they will elect a leader for Liberia that we trust, then we're headed down the bad path. But we got to be versatile in choosing a leader. We got 4 candidates that are better than George Weah. We got 4 candidates, 2 of which they Congolo serve in the government.
This government? No.
Yeah. He's serving in the government, right?
Alien government, yeah.
Okay. So we got to decide, was he a good leader? Do we like him? Does he have the philosophy to lead our country? Because every leader got to have some philosophy. I told you yesterday, Sam, before you do something, we got to believe in it. You can't lead Liberia if you don't believe in Liberia and what Liberia stands for. How you lead Liberia? You just go there for the money and the corruption, but you not set any standards. And you know that will make me perplexed. Because the way Ellen Johnson left our country, I don't know if Ellen Johnson sadly loved Liberia. I don't know. Because some of the things she did to us, man, it hurt me. It hurt me. It hurt me. She got us where we are today. We should be far better in leadership, in direction. But now we're still struggling. We're still struggling to find ourselves and identify with who we are. What you got to say about that, Sam? Because I don't want to keep talking on this one issue.
Let's touch another the case involving Glapohkpa. The lawyers are calling for another autopsy. You think it's necessary for another autopsy?
And it just knock it down. And it just
Yeah,
they just say you didn't want and they also asked for a change of venue too. Again, we thought they were finished with that issue. We thought they were finished with Glapohkpa autopsy case. So like and Diamond Zanga asked, are these guys trying to waste time and delay the case? because that's the only way you will want to bring up things that have already passed. We completed it instead of them talking about giving the people daughter back to them to bury. They still want to produce autopsy for what? How many autopsy can you produce?
And you see, you get facts.
And the government did the autopsy.
Yes.
So what you want to do the autopsy again for? For what? That's a clear indication that they want to delay the trial. But why they want to delay the trial? Don't they have any evidence?
Then it becomes political.
They already political, Sam. They think been going on for how long now? 2 years. The girl
Mhm.
body stay in the excuse me, her body stay in the government custody. You tell me. What do you think about it?
Or they say that there's no proof, there's no facts given. So maybe that's why it's not delay, right? Because no facts. Just by seeing the play or seal up, it does not, make them guilty.
Are they trying to get any facts?
Well, that we don't know yet.
Well,
Additional facts, they always say they got facts,
if it's
but the
not,
facts cannot be proved. They can be shown
but then they gotta give the people their daughter back and
and
the
release
people.
those accused.
Hmm. Some of our country is a different world now. We don't know what to expect in Liberia. Though you gotta be careful.
Rather, the ruling party itself fighting the money themselves. The in-house fighting at the ruling party because the Jerry Cameron chairman is saying that they're all their strategy is just weak. They're just attacking Baga illness, and there's no message. The big message is the school fees, wire fees.
Hmm.
Because I mean, during the 80s, I never heard about why. I mean, about government and fees. It's government responsibility. Why must you publish? Yeah, like there's something great you have done. The government should take initiative.
This free education thing is troubling, man.
Yeah, but what's it free? Free and university, not even well, it's not equipped.
But
It
now you
was
gotta
better to just pay the school fees so you can put university up to date instead of just not paying tuition. You pay about 2,500 for registration. Is that enough to upkeep the university?
the country got money, Sam, but the people know we don't have money. They know they're stealing the money. They just want to run a cockroach institution where everybody would just go to school and you listen to the teacher on the board and make notes. You don't buy no books, you don't do nothing. Nobody read, you want to read, you go to the library, go wait for the one book that there. Sam.
Libraries involve more theory in school than practice.
Even with the theory, Sam, you don't got a book to read, how you learn the theory?
Uh-huh.
You have no book.
It was a fun when they asked the university students to do their course online. But how many people got Android phone do course online?
You call your guy late?
Yeah.
So our people that just use the security, you tell the people go do your who online. No lay the damn country. Even if you buy a computer, you buy 10 computers. You know how late the computer can work? People rationing lights. How you study? It's not your community time to get late. You can't put a cart before the horse. Somebody got to pull the cart. You put the cart before the horse cannot push the cart. The horse is made to pull things. But every time we put the cart before the horse and expect the horse to use his head to push the cart, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. You watch cowboy movies and you always see the cart in front of the horse in front of the stagecoach and everything, carrying it. They're not pushing it, carrying it. We got to run out of it. But we all got to do this shit backwards, man. Always. Then we act like we know shit. You know?
We made a very big mistake. This country made a very big mistake. But I can't blame the people. It was Ellen that sold this country to we are. In the first place, before election, Ellen took Weir from Morado County as senator and came down to Bone County to go break ground for that road.
For which road?
The Lofa Banga Road, Banga Manikuma Highway. And the road ain't going anywhere yet.
Oh, man.
How we do that to a vice president? He's your next in command. And at his home road. Then you take somebody from Morado County to go and break ground.
Ellen had a problem with Glapohkpa. But she felt that Glapohkpa didn't give her the support she wanted him to give. So she felt that probably he was lackadaisical in his support. And she couldn't get anybody else because she needed his tribal connection. You know, everything we do is a tit for tat, man. Ellen did her tit for tat.
But she's embarrassed now.
She gotta be.
She's very, very embarrassed. That's why she giving support of coming to this guy, Moniba, Clarence Moniba, the former vice president's son, the late Harry Moniba's son. She giving support to Baslo. Yeah. And there were 4 different groups that she's supporting.
Ellen need to cool down because everything is not in her favor. You know, and the more she goes to these groups, the more people distrust other Liberians connected to her.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And this is the problem we have in our country, man. The one woman has dominated our politics and brought us to where we are. We can't get rid of her. We can't get rid of this witch, man. She just all over us. This witch, bro. Hey, you see Ellen on the broom? That woman was a witch. Got our country under a spell, my man. We can't cheat, we can't whore. All our men thinking that women. They're talking like that too. Oh man. They must screw us over, boy. Not only also, she screwed the whole damn ECOWAS up. Now
Yes.
they don't want to hear Ellen name. You call Ellen all their white hair are stand up. Their barrister hair, everything is just what you call Ellen name. It stands. Get that witch from us. They scared her. But I want she brought it upon herself.
Mm-hmm.
She brought it upon herself. You know, our country could have been far better if that woman were honest and sincere. You could bring all the people and pay them $15,000 for what? So all that money these people, Ellen paid those people, how has it benefited our country? Huh?
All the systems they had, we are getting damage all the international systems they put in place. The banking and bypass everything, damage everything.
I mean, this is the problem with our country, man. All our resources being used and misused and abused. All our resources time and time again. How we do that? People who come into power, we expect them to have the knowledge and wisdom to guide our people correct. They come there, they come with the same Tottenham mentality. You know, they fool the people to stay in power for life. Everybody coming with that mentality. And when they find out it can't work, they gotta hide their evil deeds now. Because it will be exposed. Why our country at this state? Why? We don't deserve it. We don't deserve it, Sam. We don't deserve one iota of it. But we place ourselves in this situation time and time again because of misloyalty, misdirected trust, misdirected patriotism. Time and time again, we put it upon ourselves. And we can't continue to do that. As Liberian people, Sam, we've been through the same thing for a time, man. Talk about time. We're still going through it. Our nation still divided by tribes. We still got people stealing massive amount of money without accountability. We still got a society where people come and steal and we start all over again. Instead of punishing those people and taking our wealth back, we let the people keep it and we won't start let's forget it. Let's start over. No, we can't do that, my people. Our country will not survive. When people come and steal, we go after them, we punish their asses and put them in jail. And we lock all the holes so people don't come and steal no more. This is how government and country works. But when you look around you, you just see some rogues, and everything they own. You know they didn't get it on their own. How can we stop other people from stealing? We can't. Some our class is open. We'll do your closing statement.
What time fast man? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hope to see campaign starts the next couple of days. What we are observing is that this campaign is like Liberia versus this incoming. I mean, this sitting government. Because from what you observe around the country, I mean, there's no go zone for George Weah. If you see people coming out, they are only pretending. There's no go zone. We know that this election is just one round, and we hope to maintain that till the final whistle blows. Thank you for the day, Rod.
Thank you, Sam. I mean, we hope that things will be much better. I talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah,
I
I will call you.
just want you to know that tomorrow I'm starting my vacation after the show. So tomorrow our show will come to you from somewhere else. Okay?
Okay,
And you know when we start our
I know.
show.
I know.
Okay, brother. So be ready to come on with us from wherever we are.
Okay,
Have a
I'm
good
standing
morning.
by.
Okay, take care.
I will call you afterward later.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's my show for this morning. Where is Joseph Walker? Money mission of healthcare. Where is he? We gotta watch these people among us. There are issues in our country. One of the issues is our Muslims. We gotta resolve that issue. Another issue, the criminals. We gotta resolve that issue. And above all, Omar Elliott. That's our nightmare. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. The woman won't go. She won't stay out of our politics. She not steal. She mismanaged our country. She mismanaged it. The little money we got, you go divvy up to people $15,000 for employees. You know, I'm so glad. It hurts me that all our money is gone from our country, but I'm so glad I didn't work in her administration. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Because I was going to work with her to help her. because I'm going to put bygones aside to move our nation and people in another direction. But I'm glad I didn't do it because this woman is a fraud. This woman is a witch and a rogue. She's a damn criminal. And all the people around her, look at them. Look at them. All of them. Criminals. Criminals, criminals, criminals. But only Liberian people can free our country. Only Liberian people, men and women of dignity, who love Jesus Christ, honesty, and direction, we stand up to free our country. We are a nation of divine blessings, a nation with a divine goal that we have neglected. And God will not bless us until we reel ourselves back in and start our nation the right way, based on our laws, based on our constitution, holding our leaders accountable and responsible for their actions. The time of the Liberian people is now. Aluta continua. I cannot continue to stress or emphasize how important it is for us to resurrect our patriotic sense, our patriotic beings, our patriotic love for our country and people. Not only our country, but also our people of every tribe, of every ethnicity. We must love ourselves as we love our nation. And the time of the Liberian people is now. My class is done. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.